Hey guys, this is Seth Pyle and Tony Pierino.
How y'all doing?
We're up here, Colorado, on our 2022 elk hunt. First day out here. We went out this morning, didn't see a whole lot, so we're just hanging out at camp right now. Decided we'd do a little video, shoot our bows a little bit, rest up from our hike in. We had to hike in about 9 miles yesterday. That was a pretty good chore. So we're shooting a little bit, just kind of getting our muscles acclimated from carrying everything. We didn't bring in our target, but because we didn't want that extra weight added to us. Our packs were already about 70 pounds and about a mile straight uphill, so we didn't want to pack that extra weight. So we came up with this idea. We're using some old MRE packages taped together. We found this rotten stump to shoot into, and it's working all right. It gives us a little fit sometimes, but that's why we're only using one arrow back and forth.
It's just full of trash, our MRE trash, and some electrical tape. I took my blades off, so I don't have my practice tip with us, but that's what we did. And that's what we're using just to shoot at.
But we wanted to talk about a couple things that if you're going to backpack in a long ways, some necessities that you're going to need, some survival stuff, because as we found out up here, there's not a lot of water. So what we did is we brought a water filtration pump
And some bladders. Here's our bladders.
and a couple of these bladders here. And I'll demonstrate a little bit how that works.
While he's setting that up, I'll show you our camp. So this is our system here. We just use a tarp and hammocks. It's a lot lighter to carry in. Keeps you dry. That's a big size tarp. I think it's 12 by 10, I think is what we're using. This is Seth's set up here. And of course our dreadful food we eat now, they're not too bad. MREs, you know. But this is our camp here. Well, he's setting that up there.
So this is a basic filtration pump. You can get them on Amazon, about 20-25 bucks. Fairly reasonable. It comes with these two hoses, one long one and one short one. This is your filter right here, what you put into the dirty water, which we can't right now because
I'll pretend it's dirty. They're gonna have it.
We're going to act as that's your dirty water.
Dirty water here, your creek, whatever you're going to use.
You put that into the bottom. Then you put your shorter hose into the top.
Let me get one of those bags here.
And you just stick that hose in your bladder and you pump right out of the creek. Dirty water, any kind of water, and it'll get you some clean, fresh water to drink instead of packing in
bottles of
water, which add a lot of weight to your pack.
Good little system. We already used it. There's a creek right at the bottom of this, on top of a ridge right here, and there's a creek. I don't know. What do you think it is? About
a
mile down the mountain here. We got a creek that runs through there. And that's where we have to get our water. And when we do, we save our old water bottles. We got one laying over here. Just our regular water bottles. And we'll fill them up with water. We'll probably have to do that every, we got plenty up here now, but probably every 4 days on it. And we're going to do an 8-day hunt here. So let's go down the mountain 2 times. So
another thing you want to make sure that you have that is a necessity up here, especially backpacking. You just have your camp set up and everything, but you might be tracking a bull a couple miles away and get stranded out there. So a good thing that you're going to want to have are these emergency blankets. Up here in the mountains, it gets to about,
you pull it out.
About right now it's about 40 degrees at night. They're pretty small, lightweight, and that'll keep you warm at night.
And what I do, I carry a few of them. One reason being, if we shoot an elk and we're going to quarter him up, you can open one up as a kind of like a blanket. You know, you're going to lay it down and you're going to put your clean quarters on it and keep it off the pine needles and debris and dirt and etc. So we'll end up using one of them for that for sure. But I carry 4 of them, so I got one for his elk, and then one for my elk, and then of course the other 2 for our safety if we need to. You know, if it's getting dark on us and we're back in the woods and we don't make it back to camp, we'll just stay there, pull out the blanket, and we'll be okay. Maybe some power sources for your phones, which we use our phones for the GPS quite a bit. Seth brought us quite a few of these little battery chargers.
Little pocket juices. You can charge them up at the house before you leave, and you can generally get about 2 charges. Fill your phone up about 2 times on each one. So
how many of those you bring, Seth?
I brought about 7 of them.
Yeah, he loaded now.
So
there's another
just
type.
because I knew we were going to be using our GPSs walking around. This is our first time to this area, so we're kind of shooting from the hip out here, not knowing really where to go.
Show them these other ones you got here. Everything that charges, solar charges here.
And you can also, I picked this up off of Amazon. It's another pocket juice, but it's a solar charger for emergencies.
Compass
you just
on it.
Got a little compass on it. That filtration pump has a compass on it also. But you can just clip it onto the back of your pack and it'll charge while you're walking and everything, and enough to get you a little bit or whatever.
And you got your,
and then you got a little
weather radio,
weather band radio here. It's solar powered here also, or it's got a little crank. All this stuff I got off of Amazon, you know, pretty cheap. You know, crank it just a little bit and you got some tunes to pass the time. So I think that's about it, Tony.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, this is our first morning. I think right now it's after lunch. We rested really this morning. It was a rough day yesterday hauling this stuff in here, but like I said, we're going to be here 7-8 days, so we'll see how it goes. If we don't see much elk in here, we're seeing sign. It's just all old sign. So I'm hoping if we just push on, we're going to end up seeing some fresh sign. So, but this evening we're going to go sit on it's like an all dried lake bed is what it is. It has a little bit of water, maybe a foot deep, you think? Something like that.
Yeah, probably about a foot.
And it's a meadow is what it is. In the middle of the meadow, you got the water source, and I'm hoping the elk are going to come down here this evening. We're going to sit on it. Just take it easy for right now, and then maybe tomorrow we'll start moving. Like I said, we got to let our legs rest. But that's about it.
See y'all next time.
All right, y'all take care. Have a good season.